This weekend, the tennis club's hoping to serve up a win. With the passing of the new Utah laws for texting while driving, if you decide to send a text message from behind the wheel of your car, you could be facing fines up to $400.
And then talking about the crochet again, could you wear this crochet? Is it just for sweaters, or how else could you add that detail to your outfits? I'm here live at the scene at Roy, Utah, where behind me you see these flashing lights. These are firefighters and police officers responding to a call about a man setting himself on fire.
If you're thinking about animal adoption, Weber County Animal Shelter is the place for you.
And we're here to talk about fireworks safety.
From Italian to Greek, it's all right here at Taste the Local Love. Jefferson Avenue, right here in Ogden, is home to some of Utah's most preserved historical sites. Being a college student isn't easy, and this doesn't make it any easier. Today is the grand opening of the LGBT Resource Center.
I want it to be clear that teachers matter, that teachers make a difference in kids' lives, that we are needed.
And just like say, I.
Teachers matter, a phrase you will hear echoing through the halls in public schools across Utah. And why?
The WPU for Utah is one of the lowest in the nation.
WPU, or the Weighted Pupil Unit, is the unit of measure used in determining the cost for educating each student. Out of the 50 states in the District of Columbia, Utah falls 51st. The state legislators want a 2% decrease in the education budget.
When the WPU is reduced, it means that there is going to be a reduction in teachers or classifieds, which means assistants in the classroom, and it means it almost always translates directly into increased class sizes.
Utah has some of the largest classroom sizes in the nation.
Right now I've got 36 kids in a classroom, so even if I spent just 1 minute with each of the kids, my class is halfway over with, and that doesn't even include time that I needed to present my lesson.
When you have more students in your classroom, you're not able to make a personal connection with the students. You're not able to give that kind of education that will work for them, that will help them, like how do they learn the best? How can they understand this topic better? And you don't get that personal experience or that relationship when you have 40, 45 students in a classroom. We're going to the Capitol. We're going to rally and have some signs there and talk with some legislators about the issues that are concerning us.
Issues like agreeing to Governor Gary Herbert's plea for a 6.25 increase in education funding that will provide teachers the resources they desperately need.
Personally, I've given students materials and supplies that they need that they can't afford. I have some laptops in my classroom, but I don't have enough for every student, so that means that they have to double up.
I hope that some of these laws that they're considering, or these bills are considering passing, are really concerning, and I hope that they fail.
I think that people in Utah care about kids and they care about their families, and I think that they care about education, and I think a well-educated society benefits everyone. In order to be a well-educated society, we need to invest in public education.
Police were called to a home in Roy Saturday night to report of a fire.
We had a fully involved garage fire started by the homeowner that started himself on fire, running around through the house, and went into the garage, started the garage on fire.
Police used a blanket to smother the flames on the man's body. He
was flown to the University of Utah's burn unit.
Roy Fire Chief Jason Paulson said the man suffered intense burns.
Third-degree burns, 80 to 90% of his body.
The man's girlfriend was living in the home at the time and was on the scene when the fire broke out.
The girlfriend inside had called 911.
Police are investigating if there is a domestic dispute and said it's unclear why the man set the garage on fire.
I'm not sure exactly why he did it. Emotional reasons, relationship issues, I'm not sure. But obviously some issues that he was having a hard time with.
Paulson estimates about $80,000 of damages to the home.
Looks like there's a couple cars in the garage that are damaged as well. So pretty extensive damage.
Paulson says he's been involved in many fires, but this one was different from any one he's seen before.
We've seen a lot of burn patients. It's just kind of unique that you put a burn patient that started the fire because he's on fire. That's kind of unique.
Police are continuing an investigation into this incident, and as of now, it is unclear if charges will be filed.